Charlie Kirk's death was no random tragedy. It was the opening act of a manufactured civil war, orchestrated down to the last frame. Inside stamped folders leaked from the CIA and NASA are memos, timelines and kill chains. A plan so clinical it reads like a script. Assassinate the loudest voices in America on live TV, amplify the shock, and turn grief into a weapon. As the nation lights candles and points fingers, the paper trail shows this didn't happen overnight. It was plotted for years. 2025 wasn't random, it was the target date chosen by the globalists to sharpen division in America into something irreversible. Tonight, we tear open those files. We follow the architects, the dates, the back-channel meetings. We don't preach, we have the receipts. We show you what's written in black and white. If you think this is paranoia, you're exactly who they counted on. If you think you already know the truth, think again. Before we get into all of that, let's talk about staying one step ahead of the deep state via our partner VP.net. VP.net isn't just another VPN, it's the next evolution in private browsing, built with unbreakable zero-logging architecture. That means no records, no traces. Literally nothing for governments, deep state operatives, or foreign bad actors to seize, even if they're plotting to drag us into a civil war. Your data, it stays locked down forever. No compromises. The suspect in the killing of Charlie Kirk has been named as Tyler Robinson, now locked up without bail in a Utah jail. But the story of being fed is already cracking. The official narrative says he carried out the hit with a Mauser rifle, but video shows him bolting from the rooftop empty-handed, just seconds after the shots. And weapons experts are clear. You can't break down and reassemble a Mauser on the move in a matter of seconds. So if Robinson didn't pull the trigger the way the FBI claims, the question isn't just what happened, it's why are they lying to us about it? The FBI's official narrative stretches credibility even further, by claiming the rifle was recovered in the woods with its barrel fully reinstalled. That would mean the suspect somehow disassembled and then reassembled a Mauser, a process that is anything but quick or simple, all while fleeing the scene. Conservative commentator Michael Savage is calling foul on the FBI's account of the shooting, saying we're not hearing or seeing reality, and declaring the official narrative reeks of a staged event.
Now, the Mauser does not break down very easily, incidentally, for those of you who know weapons. Something's wrong with the whole thing. They're trying to claim he removed the barrel from the Mauser and fit the receiver and stock in his backpack and barrel in his pants leg, all in 2 seconds. It is not easy to remove a Mauser barrel or index it after reinstalling and remain accurate. We are not hearing or seeing reality. And by the way, the photo of the rifle allegedly left in the woods has the barrel installed. So we're supposed to believe a guy is on the run after killing Charlie Kirk, and he pauses in the woods to reinstall a barrel, and then he leaves it for us to find, the FBI to find. I don't believe a word of it. I shouldn't do this. I know I'm putting myself at risk, but I can't take it anymore. I can't take the bullshit from this fucking government. It's lying to us. Something's wrong. Something's so wrong. It's sickening. Look at this idiot. They found the rifle and they're getting the prints. Are you stupid? Are you that stupid? Are you that dumb? The man jumps off the roof. There's no rifle there. Oh, it's in his backpack. I just told you, moron, that this rifle doesn't break down that easily. And then it's supposed to be reassembled while he's on the run. Wait, I'll stop now and reassemble it and leave it in the woods in a box, wrapped in a towel. He left breadcrumbs. Oh, and the trans stuff on the cartridges. Bullshit. Something is wrong with this whole fucking picture.
People are noticing the same silhouettes, the same gestures. The man who played a leading role in the Trump assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, was also standing behind Charlie Kirk, signalling before the shot rang out. Just 20 minutes after Charlie Kirk was gunned down at Utah Valley University, a private jet quietly lifted off from Provo Airport, a private airfield less than 12 minutes away from the scene of the crime. The aircraft, bearing the tail number N888KG, is deliberately hidden from public tracking at the request of its owner, a red flag in itself. But what happened after takeoff is even more unsettling. Roughly 30 minutes into its flight, the jet suddenly dropped off ADS-B tracking, as if it had vanished into thin air, For nearly an hour, there was no trace of it at all. And then, just as abruptly, it reappeared, heading back towards Provo, as though nothing had happened. Why is there so much confusion and weirdness surrounding the incident? And how could the suspect escape capture for more than 2 days? Because confusion isn't an accident, it's part of the playbook. The stranger and messier the details look, the easier it is to bury the truth under noise. Conflicting timelines, shaky video, contradictory statements. All of it keeps people arguing about side issues instead of asking the real question. Who's running the show? Here's a clue. Before his death, Charlie Kirk turned down a funding offer from Netanyahu and confided that he felt pressured and threatened by powerful Israeli forces. A close friend now tells the Grey Zone that this was the turning point. Kirk's shift on Israel sparked a backlash that left him shaken, angry, and afraid for his life.
I think in the end, Charlie was going through a spiritual transformation. I don't think it, I know it. He was going through a lot and there was a lot of pressure. And it's hard for me to watch the people who were pressuring him, I don't know, just say the things that they're saying. You know, there's something about it that just feels really fake to me. And they would have allowed him to lose and wanted him to lose everything for changing or even slightly modifying an opinion. And then to see them doing what they're doing today, it's hurtful to me. It's very hurtful to me. But I don't want today to be about anything other than you guys knowing that Charlie really was an amazing person. You know, he was like, we were really close. And he was my best friend and my brother. And I will never unsee the footage of what I saw, the violence of it.
Charlie was right to be terrified. His spiritual transformation involved him realizing some politically inconvenient things that even a massive bribe from Benjamin Netanyahu couldn't convince him to forget about. At that instant, Kirk stopped being just a commentator and became the opening casualty in a blueprint written before 9/11. A string of false flags designed to terrorize a nation and turn disagreement into all-out war. Suddenly, it makes sense why the government are treating his death like they would a military or elected official, and why he's being buried in state at the Capitol. Trump knows this was a state assassination, and Kirk is a fallen soldier. Sounds extreme? Sounds impossible? Listen to what the deep state government files actually say. We'll be right back, and when we come back, we put the documents on the table.